Avanti unveils its latest edition of the Essence of Asia program, adding 8 new destinations and many new air contracts to get your Avanti travelers there. Allow me to take you on a journey to explore these wonderful new Avanti destinations. Steeped in history, Seoul holds many ancient treasures, yet easily marries its 21st century face with tradition, and Avanti's career provides great opportunities to experience both. Gyeongbokgung Palace, built in 1315, was the primary home and seat of the Joseon dynasty that ruled Korea for over 5 centuries. Gyeongbokgung, which translates to Shining Happiness, hosts the oldest remaining wood structure in Korea, the Royal Throne Hall. Close by is the Insadong, where traditional Korean crafts, ceramics, clothing and artwork are in abundance. Culinary buffs can experience an opportunity to make and taste kimchi, a Korean specialty dish, by selecting Avanti's private cultural experiential tour. Experience Jokesa Temple, the center of Zen Buddhism, fronted by amazing locust trees estimated to be over 500 years old. A relatively short distance from Seoul lies the demilitarized zone, the 2.5-mile wide, 160-mile long border, the no man's land that separates the Republic of Korea from its infamous neighbor to the north along the 38th parallel. A number of Avanti's optional tours to the DMZ are available, with stops at the secret incursion tunnels built by the North Koreans as potential invasion portals into the south. Peer into the north from the Dora Observatory and view the Freedom Bridge, a truly unique experience. Traveling south from Seoul to the country's largest seaport, Busan, you will be impressed with the city's modern infrastructure and skyline, which also easily melds the modern with history and tradition. Haedong-yeonggung Temple, built in 1376, sits nestled into the hillside on the rocky Pacific seashore. See the great seawater Buddha and the 4 carved stone lions representing joy, anger, sadness and happiness, and so many more striking gold-encrusted statuettes. A visit to colourful, artsy Kumchum village is a must-see. Stand on the rocky cliffs of Taechongdae Park, named for the 29th king of the Silla dynasty in the 7th century, who used the area to shoot arrows into the sea below. Jeju Island off Korea's southern coast is a dormant volcanic natural wonder, replete with great beaches, waterfalls, caves and Crater Lake. Avanti offers great resort properties on Jeju, many with stunning views of the Pacific. South Korea is, all at once, modern, traditional and magical. Singapore. This world-class city-state provides a great few days stopover when visiting Southeast Asia. The former British colony is today one of the fastest-growing financial centres in the world, displaying its wealth in its ultra-modern skyline and excellent infrastructure. Gaining its independence in 1963, Singapore's pragmatic governance has allowed it to grow rapidly into one of the tigers of Asia commerce. It's home to the spectacular gardens by the bay and the lush Singapore Botanical Gardens, where unique plant species and rare orchids are plentiful. Shop for the ultimate bargain in one of the city's ethnic markets, and a bumboat ride on the Singapore River brings its gleaming architecture into view. Enjoy a meal atop the now iconic Singapore Marina Bay Sands, or sip a Singapore sling at the historic Raffles Hotel, where the famous cocktail was invented. Avanti offers a number of great experiences in Singapore. One of its most unique is the nighttime safari tour, where animals come alive in the first nocturnal open-concept zoo. Singapore's location has made it a cultural melting pot, and of course the same can be said of its multicultural cuisine, from China, India, Malay, and the former influence of the British. Singapore has something to offer for every taste. Taiwan, the beautiful isle, is graced with dramatic mountainous terrain, historic Chinese temples, hot springs resorts and modern cities. Taipei, the capital, like many other large Asian cities, offers the contrasting views of a 21st century metropolis with numerous ancient cultural and historical sites. Taipei 101, designed to look like a bamboo shoot, is its aptly named major skyscraper. With its 101 stories, it looms over the city, offering spectacular views in every direction. By contrast, the Langshan Temple dates back 4 centuries. Key attractions not to be missed in Taipei include the National Palace Museum, which houses over 700,000 pieces of ancient Chinese imperial artifacts, and the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, honoring the country's first president and emotional leader. A visit to the Shilin Night Market to sample famed Taipei street food is a must, and Avanti offers tours that include all these spectacular sights. Travel from Taipei to Sunmu Lake, a picturesque landscape in Taiwan's interior. Take a leisurely cruise on the lake and soak up the beautiful surroundings, and a visit to Wenwu Temple at the lake provides an insight into a Chinese tradition of erecting temples that pay homage to patron gods of civil and marital matters. On the southern coast of Taiwan sits Kaohsiung, home to the Foguanshan Buddhist Monastery, featuring a 400-foot-tall golden Buddha. Venture along Taiwan's eastern coast and explore Kenting and Tarako, the national parks renowned for their scenic beauty, fronting the blue turquoise water of the Pacific Ocean. Taiwan is multidimensional, a travel experience not to be missed. Indonesia, a nation comprised of literally tens of thousands of volcanic islands. Avanti features 2 of Indonesia's most prominent islands, Java and Bali. Java, home of the sprawling Indonesian capital Jakarta, has been influenced by many neighboring cultures, including Malay, Indian, Arab, and European from its colonial period of Dutch rule dating back to 1527. Explore the Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, built to represent the myriad of cultures that are the fabric of this country. The city, founded originally by the Dutch as a trading port named Sunda Kelapa Harbour, still is home to sailing schooners that ply the waters between the many islands, hauling cargoes of fish, timbers, and other goods. Further down the southern coast lies Yogyakarta. Fronting the Indian Ocean, it's known for its arts and culture. Home to the Royal Palace, or Kraton as it's called, you will also find many open squares featuring Javanese dance shows and gamelan music, known for combining gongs, plucked instruments, and chimes. Prambanan, a 9th century Hindu temple complex dedicated to Trimurti, goddess creator, preserver, and destroyer, is a must-see. Friedeberg Fortress contains numerous dioramas depicting the Indonesian freedom fight from Dutch rule. Take an Avanti excursion and travel to the interior of the island to visit Borobudur Temple Compound, a UNESCO World Heritage Site constructed in the 8th and 9th centuries. It's built in 3 tiers with circular platforms containing 72 structures known as stupas, each containing a statue of Buddha. Avanti's other featured Indonesian island is Bali. The island of the gods is known for its seaside resorts, spectacular beaches, and water sport activities, but also notably for the warmth and welcome of the Balinese people. A culinary paradise, Avanti has a number of foodie tours to experience, and even work with a local chef to prepare the various cuisines. Interesting excursions are also available to the Ubud Monkey Forest Nature Preserve and Hindu Temple Complex. Bali nightlife rocks with concerts, rooftop bars, live music venues, and cabaret shows. Cultural performances featuring Balinese classics, Barong Ketchup and Lilong, are performed by troops in native costumes. Shopping is also a daily sport in Bali with carved woodcrafts, masks, local jewelry, and textiles. Literally, Bali has something for every age group, and Avanti's Indonesia is nothing short of spectacular. Malaysia. This fascinating country is divided into 2 parts, Peninsula and East Malaysia. Located on the peninsula, the capital Kuala Lumpur is a thriving metropolis with its signature skyline punctuated by the jeweled Petronas Twin Towers. The city features world-class restaurants and a totally modern infrastructure, yet it is sprinkled with centuries-old temples and buildings. From Kuala Lumpur, take a day tour to Malacca, home to numerous museums preserving artifacts from both pre- and post-colonial periods. It is the oldest Malaysian city and recipient of a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008. Penang on the peninsula's northwest coastline is a fusion of east and west, inviting modernity while maintaining its long-established customs and traditions. Georgetown, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, is replete with well-preserved colonial buildings, street food, and shopping, ranging from local flea markets to exclusive malls. Great nightlife and restaurants are plentiful on Upper Penang Road, Straits Quay, and Beach Street. Avanti's accommodations in Penang feature hand-picked 4- and 5-star beachfront resorts. A little further north off the coast lies the islands of Langkawi, a true tropical paradise featuring magnificent beaches, azure water, and great resorts overlooking the Andaman Sea. Truly a tranquil location to reinvigorate the senses. Kota Kinabalu on Malaysia's eastern island of Borneo is the gateway to Kinabalu National Park, with 13,400 feet Mount Kinabalu as its centerpiece. On Borneo, there are numerous Avanti wildlife tours available. The island is home to many unique species, including the proboscis monkeys. Venture to Sepilok Nature Resort to visit the Sandakan Orangutan Rehabilitation Center. Here, orphaned and abandoned orangutans are cared for and taught survival skills to ultimately be returned to their natural habitat. Avanti's Malaysia blends culture, history, cuisine, and nature to provide a broad range of highly unique experiences. Formerly the Kingdom of Burma, Myanmar was granted its independence from British rule in 1948. It had been in virtual isolation, but in 2011 a civilian government was formed, and fortunately the country with its many treasures has once again been open for all visitors to enjoy. Arrive in Yangon, formerly Rangoon, to explore what is Southeast Asia's largest country. Touring the gold and jeweled adorned Shui Dagon Pagoda, soaring over the city, is one of the many highlights. Like the Shui Dagon, Botatong Pagoda dates back over 2,500 years, and the Chok Tagi Temple hosts a simply huge reclining Buddha that is over 200 feet long and nearly 50 feet high. To the north, the Bagan River Valley along the Irrawaddy River is dotted with thousands of temples, and its most famous gold-plated Shuizgon Pagoda was built by the founder of the Bagan Empire in 1090 AD. Northeast of Bagan is the city of Mandalay, with an eclectic mix of pagodas, Indian temples and mosques. Mandalay Palace and the Kutador Pagoda, known as the world's largest book, are essential sites to visit. To the southeast of Mandalay lies Inle Lake, dotted with stilt homes, temple islands and floating gardens. Emerging from isolation, Myanmar may lack some technology staples we are used to, but its history and beauty more than offset any minor inconvenience. Myanmar is now one of the fastest growing tourism destinations in all of Asia. Avanti has a robust selection of great tours, experiences, and accommodations to ensure a truly memorable visit. The Philippines. Avanti introduces a number of key destinations in this nation of more than 7,000 islands. Manila, the capital and gateway, now a modern city, was originally founded in 1571 by Spanish conquistador Miguel López de Legazpi. Spain ruled the Philippines for over 300 years, and this Spanish influence made the Philippines the most Catholic country in all of Asia. As a result, Manila boasts many historic churches, and the Cathedral of Manila was first constructed in 1581. Destroyed by earthquakes and the Battle of Manila in 1945, the cathedral has been totally restored within the past 2 years. Visit Fort Santiago, also built by the founder of Manila for defense of the city. An hour and a half by air lies Cebu Island, and the Philippines' second largest city, Cebu City. The explorer Magellan first landed in Cebu in 1521, and Magellan's Cross, reputed to have been erected where he arrived, is revered by many Filipinos, and the Basilica del Santo Niño that dates back to 1565 are both visited on Avanti's Cebu City tour. The El Nido region on Palawan Island defines the beauty of the Philippines. Palawan once again has been voted the best island in the world by Travel and Leisure magazine. Palawan, graced with beautiful blue waters mixed with emerald green, is laced with lagoons, cliffs, and abundant marine life. Truly a destination that is a feast for the eyes. Traveling with Avanti to the Philippine Islands is the perfect way to discover this burgeoning tourist destination in this spectacularly beautiful country. Avanti travelers discover the spectacular city of Dubai through a new direct route from the east coast of the USA to Southeast Asia. Our Emirates Air contracts allow travelers the opportunity to stop over for 2 or 3 days, providing a taste of what Dubai has to offer. Dubai boasts towering skyscrapers, magnificent infrastructure, and is home to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest structure in the world at 163 stories and more than half a mile high. It's a shopper's paradise and an engineering marvel, with palm-shaped islands built offshore where none previously existed. Avanti also offers the contrasting nomadic lifestyle that existed prior to the discovery of oil in 1966, with both a 2-day desert safari in a Bedouin-style tent camp, including a dune drive, camel ride, and meals in a marji. This is the way a sheikh would hold council or celebratory meals. Alternatively, take the Sundowner Dune Dinner Safari to sample a Bedouin meal. A region of great contrasts, Dubai is the perfect destination to take a travel break on the way to or when returning from Avanti's Southeast Asia. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Now with 8 new destinations, coupled with our original FIT program, this solidifies the Essence of Asia program as one of the most robust in the industry. Best of all, you can count on the same Avanti product knowledge and support that you have come to love and expect when working with Avanti.